welcome to the Shiproom. You're on the air.
Yeah, I'll go with that too. All right.
You know, there are 4 fruits in the iconic Fruit of the Loom logo, and I'm going to be eating them today along with my guest, the SVP from Fruit of the Loom, Bobby Berry. So Bowling Green, Kentucky is not only where Fruit of the Loom is, but it's also the site of the factory that has built every single Corvette since 1981.
Just about every Corvette. If you go to the Wendy's over by the Corvette plant, you have to have a Corvette to park in the first couple spots.
So what is it? A Corvette that's painted on the
It's a big sign that says Corvettes only.
Based on our research, there's not another city in the world that leads in building underwear and sports cars.
That's probably true.
So companies face a lot of challenges when they have a lot of employees and a lot of locations. You have both. It can lead to silos, communication challenges. What do you do to improve collaboration?
You're right. A lot of locations globally, a lot of employees, 230,000 or so. Just giving them better platforms to have these conversations about the things that are relevant in their department, in their region, in potentially, in their world, right? So it's when you start to let people connect themselves rather than kind of forcing hierarchies or forcing these weird siloed departments things, people want to talk, people want to collaborate and connect. So it's like I said, IT being an enabler, I mean, a lot of times we're breaking down walls.
You know, one of the things I've been watching for a long time with Fruit of the Loom, as we've worked with you with Microsoft 365, is you guys are a very forward-looking organization. How do you do that?
You know, it feels slow at times, and then you have these sparks of just acceleration in different groups within the organization, adopting tool X, Y, or Z, whatever it may be. You know, different teams will kind of latch onto something. I mean, we talk about Power BI. We've just got this gigantic adoption of Power BI. Because I've never seen so many people hungry to learn something.
Data.
Exactly, that's what it is. It's all about data. Data.
Power BI.
Business.
Teams.
Data.
Exactly.
So you've had a long tenure in the industry. You've been doing this a long time.
Yep.
You've had a front row seat to a lot of business jargon, a lot of business words. I have these cards here. We're going to take these words and we're going to use them in a sentence.
Oh boy.
Okay. The greatest innovation that has accelerated my team's ability to put new value into the cloud is the solution-based flex process inputs.
That's pretty good. All right. The product development team requires intermediate content relevance platforms to be productive.
All right. One of the most important aspects of virtual networking in the cloud is the cloudification of third-party TCO networks.
Data center technology evolves into interoperational VM synergy linkage.
Wow. That's a masterpiece right there. Trademark that one. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I didn't go very far.
Oh, you know what? That's somebody calling us on the team's phone. They must know you're here. Let's see what's here. Hey, welcome to the Shiproom with Bobby Berry. Who is this?
Hey, it's me, Roosevelt Hanson. I'm a local stand-up, and I am a big fan of Fruit of the Loom. Bobby, I'd love to drop some material on you because I do the underwear humor, but I should probably start with some kind of business questions. So you've done a lot of work putting together some really robust cybersecurity at Fruit of the Loom. Tell me about that.
You know, we look at kind of the news, right? And you get scared to death of the challenges with cybersecurity.
Yeah.
And so we have very robust education and awareness that we run all of our employees through training to understand how they can be, I'll say how they can be manipulated, you know, whatever it could be.
No, these attacks are very well engineered.
Oh, absolutely. And all that attack, like, it's all commoditized now. So anyone can do it at scale.
Yeah.
We just have to keep our employees on their toes. We love to do phishing campaigns. It's fun when you catch the people that you shouldn't catch. That's really fun.
Yeah.
But it's also fun too when you see an organization that figures it out. We had some percentage of individuals who clicked.
And you see that going down.
You just see it going down. It's so rewarding
Yeah.
that people start to really understand their role in keeping the company secure.
No, despite all the training that we do, somebody's going to fall for this. Okay, and so we have to have as a community, as an IT community understand that we have to have an assume breach posture. It used to be that we all assumed that our walls that we had built were impenetrable and everything was safe, but you have to have an assume breach culture. Then you have to have the capabilities to be able to identify the breach and act quickly, and that's where most organizations fall short today.
Wow, guys, this is some pretty deep stuff. How about I bring the room back up with some of my unique brand of comedy?
I don't know about that. This is a serious show.
Oh, come on, I'll keep it brief. Get it? Brief, underwear, zing!
All right. You're done. I read an article where you said that you looked around the industry and you saw all these small competitors who were taking these big bites out of the market, okay? And trends were changing really fast. You have these really kind of, fast startups. How do you think about technology enables the fruit of the loom to respond and compete?
It's the collaboration side of things. If you can make it so that people can make those decisions faster, you start to be able to participate in that really fast development cycle, product development cycle. You start to be able to connect to your consumers faster. It's that whole breaking down the walls, connecting people, and adjusting the culture to let them know that that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the only way to compete. It's the platform just enabling collaboration is the key. We were on-prem everything for a long time. Realized that that doesn't scale. It's expensive to do it that way, and it almost it's like the definition of silo. It's like just I'll put it in a little box in a corner and kind of keep things that way. So when we invested, a lot of our conversations were about this is going to essentially take all this burden off of us around managing hardware, infrastructure.
Yeah.
That's kind of going away. And really putting on people's endpoints, their workstations, their phones, whatever device they happen to have, a direct connection into this backbone of communication that we can create with the tools that we got from investing in Microsoft.
Okay, so when you set your sights on improving the productivity of the organization, how did you go about it? Designers, accounting, supply chains, and you've got everything.
I think we started to identify groups that should be collaborating more internally and externally, and targeted them first. If you can get them to adopt it, everybody else kind of looks to them as, oh wow, they can do it. I know I can do it. And then it just gets a little bit, I'll say a little easier. Some of the smaller teams, you get them running on a platform.
And you're able to work out whatever kinks are in the system, but you get a quick win, then you can scale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So quick wins. How do you balance being really hands-on versus just letting your users choose the tools that they want to use?
You've always got to have, some guardrails. We feel like we do a good job of presenting to the business the types of tools that are really going to be what they need to kind of meet their needs, right? At the end of the day, whatever makes them productive. And I think that the investments we've made, we have all the right tools to make them productive, and there are very few. It's few and far between when someone comes up and says, I need X, Y, or Z. Some of it ends up being an education opportunity. Oh, well, you can do that over here.
Exactly.
Exactly. Every once in a while, there'll be a who knows what app somewhere that they have to have, and take a look at it, and they're right? Some of these very niche kind of applications for specific groups, they're 100% correct. I don't want to build it.
Yep.
I'm certainly not going to run any software to do it, but if they've got something that's out in the cloud, heck, let it rip.
The whole time we've been talking, we've also had a machine learning bot that's been listening to everything we've been talking about, okay? So let's develop the 12 most relevant questions from what our topic has been. And so what you see here in front of us is we recreated the Fruit of the Loom logo. You and I are going to try to finish the platter of fruit while we answer the questions.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Okay, we're going to start the timer now. Question number 1. Neapolitan ice cream. What flavor do you eat first?
Strawberry.
Do you think Velcro has a future in underwear?
Probably more so than a zipper.
So when you get a phone call, it's your first thought, why don't you just text me?
I don't like talking on the phone.
Would you cancel work if a snake got loose in the building?
A snake?
What about a goose?
No.
So if there were budget cuts, which fruit would you cut?
Currants.
I've actually never had a currant before. Can a cubicle be haunted?
No, there aren't any walls.
Do you parallel park, or you just go somewhere else?
I usually go somewhere else.
Nothing out of I had as much as I can eat today. So if people want to know more about you and about Fruit of the Loom, where can they learn more?
FruitoftheLoom.com. Everything about the company, about what we do is right there.
You are an amazing leader, I think, in an amazing brand and an amazing culture, and you can eat a lot of fruit.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
I'm Brad Anderson from the Shiproom. We'll see you the next time.
We have a turkey.
What?
Yeah, we have a turkey. Her name's Elvira. She hangs out. At turkey times of the year. She's all over the campus. She's got a badge and everything. She's a welcome guest. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.